car that you're making to become obsolete in 2 or 3 years. They did it. That's why in 1970, it was clear that we're moving from 5 years to 1 year on your warranty of all parts. And we're moving from 50,000 miles to 12,000 miles. That was a signal that they done flipped up. They are going to make cars cheap, and General Motors, if you wanted a good job, go to GM. Hey man, they was making big money. You look at all old Richard Pryor movies, they all working at GM and snorting cocaine. They was making enough money at GM to snort. I had friends in 1980 when it was just starting to break. 1980, they worked at GM in Sunnyvale, and they made $21, $22 per hour. Those was a normal guy. This is 1981 and 1980. By 1985, they had fired them all. They was making, and then they hired them back at $5 an hour. Boy, it was dirty. But let me go on to explain to this thing about less is better. Minimalism over maximalism. My friend that I talk about, he must have had 10 or 15 of those type of cars. He had a lot of them because in those days, prestige was in cars, Negro cars. That's why if you look in Hollywood, all the Negroes got 50 cars parked around their house. So this Negro, he owned a lot of business and everything, but he knew that cars would draw the focus and the attention of the people. So he wasn't just buying those cars to be, because they're going to say, big so-and-so got it this, big so-and-so got it that. That's what they're going to talk about. So if you want to increase the focus of the people, you have to have a tool. So you have their mind focused on that in order for them to build up their own private type industry. East Oakland Enterprises was big because the guy was young and just running around, but he had a knack for doing the exact thing at the exact time that happens to be the right thing. Later on, he was planning it. Then he was semi-planning. He had vague ideas and desires, but it wasn't like a focused step by step where you pull out the list. You pull out a list, but it wasn't the same as now. Anyway, big so-and-so learned the same thing Martin Luther King was trying to do in Chicago. He did it in Oakland in the same year. He did it. So East Oakland Enterprises was actually something that worked. It was a black economic enterprise zone. It's the only one that existed in America, and when it's talked about, everybody from that area knows that it happened. But it wasn't waving the flag of black economic enterprise zone. He used all the techniques of the day. Publicity. Okay, if you went by his house, his cars parked all around there. But that was publicity. All the neighbors talked about it. Everybody saw these things. And if you want to be successful, if you want to be big, like big so-and-so, then you do the things that big so-and-so is preaching and talking. Actually, he was preaching, use your money correctly and do this, that, and other. But the people that's looking ain't going to pick up on that. But the people that's being taught is picking up on, if you had friends as prize fighters, you want to be a fighter. You want, instead of being down there getting your head beat off, you want to manage fighters. You want to, so he'd give his money to his friends. You go down there and get the Oakland Auditorium, which is big, and then bring fighters in. You bring fighters in. You don't have to pay attention to Italians and white folks and Dick Sadler and all them people, crooked Negroes like, what's that Negro who had a big ass? Don King. We had him in Oakland too. They used to call this guy Dirty Dick. Dirty Dick Sadler. That was George Foreman. So anyway, we'll keep on. So the concept of minimalism in some people come from real practice. Now, I'll skip. Big so-and-so gets a thing and he goes overseas. When he's in America, leaving America, he's maybe taking 10 pairs of shoes, I don't know how many suits and all that stuff. Well, when you leave America, right, after you leave America, you have to pay an international tax for weight. Inside of America in those days, you didn't have no weight limitations, but outside, because he didn't know it till he got outside. And he went to the counter to get all this stuff weighed. It said that's 66 kilos. That's 120, no, that's about 140 pounds of clothes. Shoes. You ever see those old movies where a white woman is being put on a ship or something like that, and she has all these baggage and all of that, and they're pushing all of that? That's the Negro. Same thing. One of the things, y'all would know it, but I hope my daughters are listening right now. I got a call on my 75th birthday. I was out at Starbucks. It was a Negro that last time I saw him was 1971. Technically, for him, it was 1970. It was December. And when the last train station in Germany, we jumped on that. We got off another transportation. We was going to hit the train going back up to Denmark. And they stole all the big so-and-so's luggage. Well, actually, the guy was the police, and so he was directing all of this. He met the guy in Denmark. It was the strangest thing. This was a nice-looking Negro. He had that natural that was out here. And them white folks, I don't know, his hairdresser hurt a lot. Because they would walk up to that Negro, and white folks' hair won't stick up like that. And they would pull his head. He's a grown Negro. Because they didn't believe, how could it stay up like that? You know, white folks' hair, you got to stick rods and everything for it to be up like that. But the Negro, you remember the Negro natural back in, first it was nice little naturals, but the Negro got to exaggerate. Pretty soon, the Negro was up, zoop. I don't want to change the subject, but I was in Africa when them Negroes come over there with all that hair, and I'm telling you, they went out in the bush with them dashikis and all that sweet-smelling stuff on their head, and them bugs, they moved into their head. They moved in, the Negro didn't know what was wrong. Why all these bugs and flies? And they from the university up in Boston and everywhere. And that was the back to Africa days. The Negro just had to go back to Africa, especially the educated, the educated crew. I met Gwendolyn Brooks and all them over there, all the elite. in our community, and them Negroes in the Back to Africa movement, they didn't stay that long. Because Africa they wanted to go back and help rebuild till they got there. They got there and they saw what was going on. Boy, they got back over here in a hurry. Them Negroes didn't stay over there no time. Especially with them long naturals and that sweet smelling Afro whatever it was, Afro zoo, with them picks. Boy, look at here. When they hit the bush, them animals and everything, man ate the Negro up and run him back to America fast as he could. And then they living in the houses, and see, the houses all painted colors like these, inside. So the lizards and everything, you see them all over the house. For the African, they like the lizards because the lizards is eating up all the bugs. But the Negro saw all them lizards and everything all over the wall, and the thing about it is, the lizard think he could change to natural colors. But those are artificial colors, and you can see them everywhere. They can't change, and they're not out in the woods. The poor thing don't know that it ain't the same, that he ain't in the woods, and no, he's right up against that white wall, and he's gonna turn a shade, but it ain't you could see him everywhere. And so Negroes would be running around the house, and the African was telling them, leave those alone. Well, I can't live here living with all these animals. Well, you're in Africa, buddy. You're not in Baltimore. And you're going to live here, you're going to live with them too. And that's all the other stuff. That's when Africa was really jungly type. It still is, And they didn't like when they go outside, something like now you see these beautiful giraffe going down out in the woods. Well, if you're driving over there, you look and you'll see the most graceful animal in the world is a giraffe. You wouldn't believe it, but they just glide. And their head don't go up and down. When you see their head going through them trees, that boy be gliding. They are the most graceful animal in the world. But you don't have to go on no safari in Africa in those days to see all them animals. They're all right out there. And the Negro left D.C. and Baltimore and San Francisco. I say, hey man, I don't know. It's good for a visit, but I ain't up to this. And they came back home in a hurry. But the point was this. Minimalism over maximalism. Let's get back to the point. The point is the idea that the more you have, the better. When I traveled everywhere, I had to pack all that stuff up and pay for traveling all over the world with that stuff. And it became a burden. One of the best things that I did was to leave the country with all that stuff. When they stole my baggage at the train station in Germany, that was the best favor they ever did me. I left it all. And the guy was saying, let's go find it. I said, oh, no. When I came back over on this side, I came back with a little handbag. I mean, with just toothbrush, comb, and stuff like that, and a few things. And I bought everything that I needed, which was only a pair of pants or two, when I was over here, when I hit Mexico. And then by the time I hit South America, I had a habit. I don't say I had a habit, I'm talking about Mr. Big. The habit of minimalism, it's true to today. What does minimalism do? It frees you up. My family hated living in that office back there. It's 11 by 18. And we lived upstairs, so it was smaller than that. That was my wife, my daughter, and my granddaughter. We lived right back there. And if you had to go to the bathroom, you had to go down here, which don't have a shower. So you got to bathe in that thing down there. Okay, they didn't like that. Technically, I didn't care because I was deep into minimalism. Because when I got married, we lived over on 8th Street. And before, I just laid down